the weigh off.
Just
Have
while
we
you're,
weighed the scale, mate? We weighed it.
just while you're sorting that out.
172 for Vinny, and we're aiming for a 160. He was on the right side. If you're going to be on either side, go to the top. 172. Again, 160 we're looking for. Oh, the boys have been even having too much porridge. Tuma and Richard, a 180 here by James. No wonder he was gasping for oxygen. The boys got a bit excited here this morning.
It's a worry. Those boys eat too much. All right, back here at the Woolhandling. Young Shiloh, local girl here on stand 1, or in the white baskets with the red baskets in stand 4 there. Young Mids Pennyha, another one of your local girls. And a young girl there, Millie Green from Scotland, down there on stand 6 with the green baskets. All these girls look like they're under control. Keeping that board clean. It's early stages though. Just keep making sure they get that fleece in the right position so they can throw it properly.
Can we have junior wool handlers to announce the desk, please? Junior wool handlers, come and get your T-shirts. Cheers.
Meanwhile, back on the Woolhandling, down there on stand 6, young Millie Green, just getting herself well organised. They all look like they're going to be pretty loose fleeces to throw. Pretty open looking wool, it'll be interesting. They are beautiful throw on stand 6. Not a bad one down here from young Shiloh Karitana, your local girl. And a beautiful one there on stand 4 from Mids Pennyha. So it's looking good. Actually a beautiful fleece there on stand 4, the red basket. She did a beautiful job of throwing that. Sneaking around that second time under the watchful eye there of the judges. The judges certainly know what they're looking for. They're not just standing there like statues, but they certainly know what they're looking for.
Yep.
Look at the beautiful tight roll there on stand 4. That's a beauty. Quick clean under there from Shiloh. There's a bit of encouragement from her out in the audience here. Our Scottish girl there just folding it up, getting ready to think, just runs around the board. The pressure's on from out on the board. Yes, Mids Pennyha's first, Shiloh Karitana second. A young lady from Scotland there. Got a very open fleece. So it'll just be a quick sweep there. And that'll be the last heat. Last heat of the novice just about finished. Just a quick sweep then, and it'll be in the hands of the judges. She just sorts through there, trying to put the locks away from the longer bits. Raises that hand, and that's it. Give them a big hand, folks. Those are your novice wool handlers. Next event will be your junior wool handlers. Back to Jordan Morgan over there. Well, are you good to go on your second heat down there, Gerald?
We are that. Right on the button. Okay, nice, heavy, dense wool as we found out in heat 1. That's the pleasures of entering early at these shows. You go in the later heats. Right, Timothy Moyle on 1, on 2, and Connor Gray on 1. Judges are ready. Presses, on your marks, get set, go. Razzle dazzle again. Look at the pattern of some of these presses. As we found out last year in some of these speeches that were made, that they've been doing a lot of video shots of, like to the Jeremy Goodger and that, and finding out why is he so good? Why has he won, I think it's 13 Golden Shears titles in this event? So they're videoing him and finding out what his pattern is. And then a bit like a Bowen shearing style, they're trying to mimic it as the wool starts to roll here on stand 1 for Connor Gray. He's a big, strong, strapping lad. He should be out playing rugby. Rugby season's on its way, of course. Open days all around the country from the top of the North Island to the south. for all grades, school kids and the lights. And look at that, and he's in training. 3 handfuls, the bottom box just about full. Here's a new sort of style over here. Tiffany's decided, well, we're going to put the pack in here as well. We're going to fill both boxes at the same time to save the amount of in and out or ups and downs as far as getting in and out of the press. Oh, the corners are done nice and tight there. You're still all good down the front. Must be. There's no call. Interrupt when you're ready, guys. Otherwise, we'll keep some action down here. Swivel your chair, ladies and gentlemen. We've got plenty of action. This is a mighty field. If they can make it through here in the next event, whether it be a semi or a quarter, depending on the numbers, and then eventually end up under the bright lights up there with a full house. Oh, and it'll be a Friday first event. That's a major one. That'll put your name in lights. But we've got a few obstacles in between times. In goes the pack. Our sponsor once again is Farmlands. Thank you very much to you guys. Take note of all sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see the banners dotted about. And please, if you possibly can, they are your friends at the Golden Shears. But try to support them back, even if it's only just a little mention when you're in the shop to say, hey, I noticed that you're sponsoring at the Golden Shears, and we appreciate that.
Sorry, Gerald. I just need to call out some junior wool handlers, Cindy Stewart, Mary Lewis, and Kay Reddy. And we're going to have our first heat. You guys are in the first heat. Come and get your T-shirts, please. And the fourth person in that first heat will be Kat Tueki. Second heat, Daryl Harrison, Lashara Anderson, Jeremy Goodyear, and Tedakino Peniha. Heat 3, Kirsten Trass, Sarah Davis, Tamaka Hema, Chanel Waihappy, and Ricky Stevens. You'll be heat 3.
Thanks, Ian Morgan. You'll notice here, look at this, talking about the heats. See how deep this cap is on this front box here of Connor's. He's decided, he's watched those Goodyear boys and thought this wool is heavy. It's like lead. You can grab it. Funny enough, we were talking about it before the event started this morning with the judges saying, oh, she's pretty dense wool, that. And it's showing up on the scale. So 160 is the target.
Well, welcome back, viewers. We are going live by Wairarapa TV and also the World Wide Web. We've started the morning with, it's still in the early stages. There is the Kohanga event. We call that the novice event. That was the Paewai Mullins Novice Wool Handling, and that's just been completed. I think there was about 16 odd competitors there, and we'll go down to a semi-finals, or they could even go to a straight shootout final. So we'd just like to talk a little bit about the wool handling. The sheep are supplied by Cross Keys, a beautiful big station out here on the Wairarapa Hills, and that team out there spends so much time. They are specially grown. They've got to watch them because this time of the year when it's 27, 28 and sometimes 30 degrees, a sheep with a full wool of coat of wool is got to be cared for. There's animal welfare and things like that, and the guys out there, they absolutely know what they're doing, and the sheep come forward to the stadium here in magnificent order. So congratulations, big ups to those guys out there on the station at Cross Keys. We've also got the Farmlands Woolpack pressing going on. We've just seen the Goodyear brothers. Of course, they've got the title sewn up for the last 10 or so years. And well, it'll be interesting. There's a lot of guys nipping at their heels, and just looking at the wool presses, my word, they're looks like they've been spending the last 12 months working out, getting physically fit. So the Farmlands is underway as well, and we're going to be crossing back to the stadium. It's a little earlier in the piece, and thanks to our sponsors, we've had the Novice Wool Handling, the Paewai Mullins sponsored wool handling, and we're underway with the Farmlands. Now we go on to the junior wool handling events as well, and our sponsors for that event this morning, the junior wool handlers, is I believe it is a primary ITO. So wool pressing is sponsored by Farmlands, or no, Elanco are the sponsors of the Junior Wool Handling Heats. So we're crossing back to the stadium, and if you've just tuned in, welcome along. On behalf of Phil Morrison and his team, we welcome you to the 2017 Golden Shears.
Thank you, Koro. Okay, can we get our first heat of the Junior Wool Handling up, please? The first heat of the juniors. You junior wool handlers, you know who you are. You are the late entries. A lot of the times the first heat is the late entry. So get up there, wool handlers. Get yourselves organised.
All right, we're away here, ready for a crankdown. Connor Gray, who is his favourite shearer? It's Johnny Kirkpatrick. Who's his favourite wool handling? Joe Hanare. And also for Tiffany, I think they're exactly the same. Tiffany, the top favourite shearers, that muscle man, Stacey Tahuya. Man, he's got a constitution, that boy. And favourite wool handler is also Joel Hanare. So there's a wee bit of history on these two guys. What do they inspire to be? They've been in the industry for a while, as we're still clicking our way down. Oh, hold on to her, Connor. She's taken off, mate. Oh, ground control to Major Tom just about then. She just about was out into space. He's locked her down. He said it's going to be deep enough at the moment. He's going to be a battle to get those pins in, unless he can get that a wee bit tighter. Tiffany. Wow, look at this. Just, whoa.
Righto, I'll have heat.
Where is heat one? Come on. Katie, Mary Lewis, where are you?
I think a lot of these guys are a little bit sneaky. They go and put their entry in, and that gives them the pass into the whole event, then they run away.